Nah, I looked at it. There's nothing to it. And in case anybody's wondering why we're playing this, the other game crashed again. Cat crashed twice, so now I have to play this while I wait for it to download again. I know I still got to get myself a new flippin' hard drive. Hi, stupid heads. Oh, don't you feel special like... See, that's not what we want. We want the lava. So you can burn to death and your spitter. So you can burn to death and your spitter. No, it doesn't come out into here anymore. I made that into a full-fledged smokestack now. Yeah, this is basically a background elevator shaft. Goes all the way to the basement. These are things that I've been doing all week for the last little bit. I've been taking out the blocks and putting in these lanterns. So I used to have these blocks everywhere, but little by little I've been taking them out and replacing them. This right here, I've been redoing these blocks and making them into windows. So this was a solid wall before. Now it's glass. That's mostly glass. I still got the rest of the building to do. That was already glass. I made that glass a while back. But I made it glass up to about here, and then I still got the next level to make a glass, and so on and so on. But I figured I would at least do that with glass. And then I got to take these blocks out and figure out how I'm going to put in the lights. This lava just is here to kind of light the building up a little bit so that it keeps these stupid things out, but sometimes it doesn't always work. The lava actually comes from the primary roof. We're up so high that it snows up here. See, back in the day, this used to be a big old mountain used to be here. I don't know if it was ever this big, but I know that it was pretty big. And I cleared all that out and built this building here. Well, I actually converted a lot of it to the building, but I cleared out the floors that I needed and slowly turned it into this building, and then I cleared this out to make this into a yard. Because this was also really rocky terrain. But it wasn't flat like this. It was all, whatchamacallit. And then I cleared most of it out, and then I built this grassy area. These are fountains. They started out as being secret tunnels in and out of the building, but I like symmetry, so I built one here, so I built one over there, and then I added water to make them look cooler, so they're just not two just random things of blocks. And these are lights, so it can light up when it gets dark out here. The sun comes up, goes down all the time. Those are beacon blocks. I'm not exactly sure what they're supposed to do. I just know that my grandson went to sleep, so I can't ask him. But I know there's something that they do. I forget what it is, and I've never been able to get them to work. So they still look cool nonetheless. I use them as aircraft blocks so that the aircrafts don't crash into the building. See, there's also some up here too. There was supposed to be one right here. This is all snow. This was going to be, I decided to make this a second layer of skin to the building, but instead of building it into anything, I just put windows up it so that it's all open all the way down. So this first layer of skin right here isn't even part of the actual building. The building doesn't start until right there. So this is just an outer wall. There's a few of these. There's also a fake wall over here somewhere too. And if you come in here, you can come in one of those fake wall sections. Now we're in this fake wall section with the lights, with the skylights. Keeps bad guys from spawning in here at random. There's no real way in here unless you come in through the fountain. But as you can see, it goes around most of the building. The back fountain's right here, so this can't go there. But this is the actual building. This is just its outer shell. So the building is not actually as big as it thinks. This little spot right here is actually because there's a window. I've been building these into windows to the outside, and I don't want the windows to have access to this area, so I built these dividers, I guess, or blockers to keep things in or out of this area. There's only one way in or out of here now. I pretty much sealed everything else off, and that's this way through this fountain. It's actually a 4-part fountain, possibly more. There's this big metal fountain here in the middle, and there's these 4 individuals that go pouring through all the floors clear to this floor, and then they collect and then go down these stairs, and then down here, down these, down that. And it took me a while, but I actually made an entire underground for the water. So the water, in actuality, goes back to the water that surrounds this place. And there used to be, on the mountain, there used to be like a spring popping out of the top. So I kind of decided to keep it in a different form. And then I built this one behind just because I thought it looked cool. It's kind of a door so I could pass in and out without putting a door there. It's kind of the thought behind it. This, I was thinking about building this into some sort of a elevator, but I'm still contemplating exactly how I'm going to get it to work properly. Oh, this is those fountains up front. Except for that. This is a fountain. That's a water, whatchamacallit. I know the last time I was here, I redid all this. This is like a secret between spots. See, we actually went down one floor. So we're down one floor. So here you have this floor here. See, you can't go into the little pool that's here, because there was a pool. It was over here, or a reservoir, whatever you want to call it. I eventually blocked it up, moved it, and then I moved it over here and put it there. But these passageways right here are the ones that I was talking about earlier. These passageways actually go underneath those fountains in the middle of the yard, see? That's where one of them is. That's where the other one is. This right here is because this is the passageway where the water returns, the water that goes out down the front. This actually is where the water returns to the water out front. This water does, like I said, surround this place. These things just spawn randomly. This is actually, there's actually water around here. I didn't want water in here, so I kind of took it out. And these are just crossovers. It took me months to build all this. Months. I didn't just build it like yesterday or the day before that. It took me months to build all this. And that right there is actually, up there is a planter. And it's actually a garden above us. This goes into my secret area that I spent a while redoing this. This was actually smaller when I first started building it, and then I just dug it down 4 more blocks, so a total of 8 now, or 8 to 10, and then I put in a floor, and then I put in all those light blocks. This room's gonna stay like this. I kind of went through a lot of trouble to make it like this. I'm thinking about putting those blocks along the floor too, so they're above and below. I think it's kind of trippy. And then I kind of put these kind of goofy like this. They was straight before. And then this is where the one of the fountains are, so that's why that has to stay like it is, because these fountains actually have a back area. And I forget, I think my granddaughter spun all these bats. I know she spun the dog / wolves on the 4th floor. Or is it the 3rd floor? One of the two. Depends on which floors you count. These are all, this is a subfloor, so you really don't count this. This is a subfloor too. Actually, I was wrong. This is the grassy area. That's the, maybe that's not it. It might still be, because I think I built that up there. Because this is all grassy area. I could build it into something else, but I don't think I'm gonna. But I spent a couple of weeks putting all these lights in here. Changing them from those blocks. Because that's what they used to be. This is floor actually 1, I think. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is a subfloor. No. Yeah, this is a subfloor. This is the actual floor right here. This is the actual floor right here. Because it's level with the outside. That's how you tell that it's the main floor. And there's the garden. Working on redoing these windows. I'm thinking about, this used to be all glass here, and then I opened it up and I put these blocks here, every sectional like this. I thought it would be cool, but it's sectional to this right here, this trench, just like that's sectional to that trench, but that's glass and that's gonna stay glass. This isn't. This is gonna stay open. We still haven't decided what I'm going to do along here. I'm just working on rebuilding it on this side. I haven't got to that side yet. But this all used to be closed, and then I decided to put glass in here. And I'm actually working on it upstairs, not on this floor yet. This floor right here is where I started. I started building it like right here, and it's going to continue across here, and then it's already across there, and then it's going to continue across the other side. Technically floor 1, probably floor 2. This is floor 3, I think. This area right here used to be dirt. I took all the dirt out. And then I put it back cobblestone so I could, damn, that's kind of loud. What I do with my remote? I hate this music. And I put all the cobblestone in here to represent the dirt that used to be here. And then this is another floor, pretty much. I didn't redo this. Oh, crap. Looks like I gotta redo this. I thought I redid all these floors. Plus the stupid whatever that thing is that just randomly appears and steals things, kept trying to randomly keep stealing my dirt blocks. So I figured, well, we're gonna change them into these blocks. Yeah, these are not just random blocks around here. They're actually rooms. I just haven't decided what to make half of them. So they've actually progressed quite a bit. That was one of the access panels going out to the outer skin. Okay, this needs to be replaced too. That stupid vent, whatever that is, steal another one of my blocks. Should put the game back in peaceful mode, then he won't appear anymore. But all these blocks used to be dirt. But the rest of the building is all stone mostly. This is the only, there's parts that aren't stone anymore, but this is one of the few. So I figured I'd do this while I wait for the game to re-download. I don't know what's up with it. This is like the fourth or fifth time it's crashed and I've had to delete it and then start and then download it again. Eventually, these little areas right here, each one of these will be like a room. Initially, it was going to be some sort of a school, and I'm still contemplating the school idea. Get up, doggy, woofy, whatever. Yeah, my granddaughter thought I was lonely, so she spawned these in here. I forget which level this is, but this is the level that they're on. This is the top level. I know there was 4 of these levels and they were all dirt before, clear to this level here. The roof was also dirt in this area. This was not. I'm contemplating whether to leave that up there like that or to bring it down to a more manageable level. But above this is not another series of rooms like this. in this area right here, it's just like an attic space. It's just, there's a space there. There's nothing, there's absolutely nothing there. In some areas there is. This is the fountain area where the fountain starts and stops. It also is over there too. This is where the fountain is started and stopped. Is in this area. Just recently I brought this the rest of the way up here and then built this here on the roof. It didn't always come up here though. This is something I added just recently. This is all snow, and no, I did not put it up here. It actually, the building is so high that when it rains, it actually snows up here because it's so high in the altitude wise. This is actually my chimney. To give it the effect, I actually put these fires down here, but the primary fire is down there. Can't get to it, but it's down there. Because right above the right above here, this is the room that I made for my little secret room. This room has underwent a lot of changes to become what it is now. There used to be 8 of these little rooms. Now there's just 2. There was also 2 rooms up there, 2 rooms up there, 2 rooms up there. So there was 2 down here and 2 up there. And then this is a fireplace where that smoke all goes up all the way to the roof. Give it the illusion that it's a real fireplace. I had to redo these rooms, so some of the paintings aren't on the wall anymore, but I minimized it. It used to be 2 rooms, now it's just 1. 1 room with 2 beds in it. And the paintings are also new. The doors are also new too. I had other doors on here. See, this one didn't get redone, so it's still like it's supposed to be. But I didn't want to put the posters out here or the paintings, so I made it look like a giant library. Which these are some sort of books. I forgot what they do exactly. Thinking about putting some crafting stations in here. I just haven't got around to that yet. I might put crafting stations in other parts of the school, but these will be my personal area. This fountain was regular stone, but then I made it into cobblestone. I think it looks cooler being cobblestone, which is this stone right here. This is regular stone right here. I think it looks cooler as cobblestone. They did a few updates, so this water looks more realistic now than it used to look. It used to look more blocky, now it looks like it's free-flowing water. And then those two, of course, the orange-looking things, in case people didn't know, that's actually lava. Those are lava fountains, or water, or falls. That's interchanged a lot over the years. And it has been a year since I first started building this. This is the water I said bordered us. My granddaughter spawned all those angelados. This is what an angelado looks like. I know that I haven't run across one in Fallout 76 yet, but this is what they look like. These are all angelados, or how you say them. Pretty common. They eat fish for some odd reason. So there was fish in here, and after they spawned, my granddaughter spawned them all. They ate all the fish. But there was fish. This building my granddaughter built, with the small exception of I built this building next to it. It's a work in progress. You're ugly. Your mama dresses you funny too. This is one of the antiques for the fountains. Anybody want to take a guess where we are? We are right below the swimming pool. Now we are above the swimming pool. This is the swimming pool. I moved it. It was over there, and I moved it over here. But now this is goes in and out of the swimming pool. One chamber up is the one that I mentioned earlier. This one goes. These are below. Where did these fish come from? What they do? Get scared? These are where the fountains drop. So these are this is one of the fountains. There should be 3 here. There's 3 fountains. So there's 3 areas here. This is the end fountain. One of them's the middle fountain. I think this one's the middle fountain. This is the middle one. So you can actually come up from the middle fountain. The big main middle fountain. And then all the water returns to the ocean or the lake. Come straight into this area. I spawned all these fish. They were in the aquarium looking thing, but they made it here for some reason. This one is the one that goes to the main outside. This is that overhead. And then we're out. So my granddaughter built this building. She had a building here, but I think she built this top part, but I built these because I thought they were a little cool. What happened? Did somebody break this or somebody steal the blocks? Oops. That stupid ender thing, steal the block. But I think I built all of this. I built that. And she built this. She put all the windows in there, and then she built this. And then I was building this bridge across to this. And I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. And then I built this path. She built some of this stuff. She built all these. But these walls and stuff, I think I kind of built some of this. Because my other part of my building is behind all this mess. And there's a lot of stuff that's built through here. Like I had to clear out the space around the tunnels. Because the tunnels go through that area, and some of the floors and some of the basement sublevels and stuff are in that area. there's still some fish in here that haven't been eaten yet. No, that's an angelotto. I thought that was a fish. My bad, huh? The lake has up. I think they were here. This is an interesting little lake. This was something else. I kind of built it into what it is now. Kind of built this like this and kind of opened it up a little bit. As a kind of an underground area. You're stupid. Stop stealing my blocks. Oops. This is like a secret area though. So all that is underneath this. Which is still a work in progress. I was going to build grass along here, but I decided not to. There's actually some sort of a weird transmissional portal here that my grandson built, and I just put all these blocks around it because I kept accidentally running into the stupid thing. So I don't know why he built it there, but I left it there. And he built this contraption. This underground right here is all covered up, but it's all broken and destroyed. We went a little crazy with the dynamite blocks. So it's all blown down to the Grand Canyon. So right now I'm subterraneanly fixing it here and there. But instead of just leaving it open and thingy, and I covered it all up so I don't have to see it. So if it takes me a while to fix it, then so be it. And all the fountains go to the water. That back fountain actually comes to the water too. It actually comes to this water. There's water in an underground cavern here. I closed it off, but it's still there. It's underneath this end here. All of this is also subterranean. The fence separates my space from the grandkids' space. They're not supposed to build on this side of the fence. So everything on that side of the fence is mine. They can build anywhere else they want. This all used to be open, but I closed it. And this is World 1. These are actually pylons that go all the way up as high as they can possibly go. Actually, I think I pulled them down a little bit because I didn't want them going up that high anymore. Where's the other one? I thought I built them all like that. Maybe I didn't. No, this is hers. This there's the top of the building there. There's my other one right there. In case I decide to go exploring in other areas so I can find my way home. Other than that, I have to switch to survival mode and then kill myself so I respawn back here. Because you actually spawn back at your bed. All you have to do is come to it, click on it like that, and now I can, if I die or lose my way, I can spawn back to it. And this is World 1. This is World 2. This actually used to be a normal village, and then I made it into a mega village. Instead of one big building, there's a bunch of smaller buildings. There is a building that's kind of big, but it's not just one in particularly. It's this building right here. This contraption, I think my granddaughter built that, but I built all of this. And I built all of that. But this is a multi-world here. Yes, there are bees up there. And they live in those beehives right there. They go out during the daytime and collect pollen, and they make honey. And it can be harvested. And these are my twin towers right here. I just thought it was really sad about the Twin Towers, so I went and rebuilt my own. One's slightly larger than the other. I don't know if you can tell that or not. Now you would think that, well, I got all these above ground passageways, and maybe I didn't build any underground. You would be wrong. This is in progress. This is why this ain't completed yet. That's why it's not, glassed over yet, because I'm in the process of building it. I hadn't yet completed it when I stopped playing this game back when I first became homeless. All these lights, all these down in that, this is my main building here. So all this is my little garden. I might put bees in that area in World 1. I haven't decided yet. Maybe it used to have a big old glass thing over it, and I took it off. But I might put it back and then put beehives around it, or I might just put the beehives in it and just let them, do what they want. That's still a thought in progress. But this is my building. Here is the entrance, or one of them. This is how you come into the bees. You don't want to close, you don't want to open this door because I don't want the bees in here. And these doors especially have to be closed as soon as you come through them to keep the bees out. And these are the bees. This is the beehives. They descend down in here. And there's that yellow stuff right there, that's honey. And somehow these bees fit in there. I don't know how they do it, and I don't know how many actually fit in there. That white stuff that's falling like rain, that's actually pollen. Pretty nifty. I thought so too. This is actually a door. It's kind of like an airlock to keep the bees out of the building. I've had to terminate bees because they got into the building. It's really sad too. I don't like terminating the bees. I really like the bees. I think they're cool. This is the other side. These are some of the classrooms that I'm building here. It's not as monumental as the other building. Kind of was going a different way. And I built two of these shafts on either side. Kind of wanted, you know, to learn from the past. This room is a crossover room that goes straight. This was either supposed to be a cafeteria, or it's supposed to be a gymnasium. I haven't decided yet. This is actually the basement. This isn't as grand as the other basement. It's just this. I think this is another room, I'm not sure. But it's not as grand as the other was. But there is some areas down here. All these levers open these doors individually. This is actually under one of the fountains, I think, if I can remember correctly. It's been a while since I've been down here. One of the fountains is in here somewhere, I think. I'd have to stand here for an hour and see if it drips on me. Okay, up here. This has changed a lot over the years. This used to be, it wasn't open like this. I opened it because I thought it was better this way. But these used to go straight down, and then these right here are more elevators. This is where the main elevators were before I made the side ones. These ladders on the side are in case I ever switch it to survival mode. And this is my room here. That window is actually, there's actually a waterfall there in front. This one I went a little bit of a different way. See, I started putting the furnaces and stuff in here. Those are crafting furnaces and stuff, so you can craft stuff in there. You can cook stuff in them and stuff. And then this, of course, is the fireplace that goes all the way out. These are a work in progress still. I don't think I put the... Maybe I did put them in one of these. But I took out all the other rooms. This was a big 8er just like the other one, but I reduced it to just 2. I have to have 2. That's a fountain. There's 2 fountains on this unit on either side. There's not as many cool fountains as there is in the other one, but there sure is a shit ton of plants. Like I got this huge ass planter here. This one's separated. This is beetroot, I think. These square looking things right here. Anybody want to take a guess? Watermelon. These are potatoes. The lights are for because it gets dark here, so the lights where I put them so that the plants can have exposure to light all the time. This used to be closed as in separatized greenhouses, but then I just opened it all up because it seemed like a bigger pain in the rear end. So these kind of are supposed to be plants, but because the plants sometimes bust after these grow, so it does is if a plant doesn't grow, then it kills the plant when it grows. So this little plant right here will thingy, and if it does, I forget exactly how these grow, but they either grow to one side or the other side. They're kind of weird, but if they grow, they deplant, and then if the plant remains unplanted, then it'll revert to dirt. It won't stay farmable land. Is this water still? These are supposed to be water. And they don't look like somebody like I undid the water or something. This right here is all wheat. Completely nothing but wheat. And this is a fountain too. There's not as many fountains in this as there is the other one. Ooh, now it's dark. This is why I put all the lights in here. This is a little burrow I made for the foxes, but they don't ever come back. But there was some foxes living in here. I kind of made them a little burrow, but they never came back. They left and never came back because they just show up randomly. Now all these are enclosed. This one over here, on the other hand, is not. And yeah, there's villagers over here. This is what the ground reverts back to if there's something not planted there. This is water. I don't know if it looks like it, but it is. These are actually composting heaps for fertilizer. I think they make it themselves after you get them going. This just make it to look like the water comes from this storage area, because that's what this is. This is a storage tank. Just like all that is water. I used to have bad guys spawn up in there, but they stopped after I put the water in there. You can have either the switches or the trapdoors. Now, should we open the water? You want to play in the water? Every one of these boxes has a different storage thing in it. This one stores wheat. This one stores Beirut. This one stores potatoes. This one stores carrots. This one stores watermelon. I forget what this one stores. This one stores watermelon too, apparently. Potatoes again. Raw meat. I think it's raw. No, that's cooked. My bad, it's all cooked. And an empty bucket. I think this is where we oh, that's wool. That's from the sheep. These are Beirut seeds. And some of this stuff just doesn't have stuff in it yet. What you doing? Playing with the armadillo. There was bad guys over here, so I spawned all these golems to take them out. I thought it was funny. Then my granddaughter comes in here and spawns all these armadillos, I think. And here's the underground. I'm actually gonna have to put directions down here. It's easy to get lost. That goes up into the garden. This goes into the rest of the area of the tunnels. This is one of the big towers. There's an underground water storage there. Oh, his stupid butt. Oops. Did I accidentally get myself locked in here? Shit. He's one of the things that kills the villagers. That's why he's locked in here. This is one of the, it's not one of the towers, it's one of the other buildings. They're all connected underground. They're all connected. It literally took me months to tunnel all this in here. This is one of the buildings too. Oh, they're coming out. Oh, it's morning, that's why. There was a reason. They're all coming out. All the bees are coming out of the beehive. That's what they do during the day. I'm trying to work on connecting all the tops of the buildings together, so all the bees can play if they like. This is the one building we was just at. This is another building here. These things go around. These things go around killing the villagers. So the golems will kill them. This is another building here. So I can get out of the building. Is this the one I came out of? This is the one. So we'll put both of those down to close the doors, but they're not going to close. Oh yeah, that's right. They will hold the door open. These levers will... Now they'll close. These two buildings are connected. They're also connected across to the other building over there. I was thinking about leaving them connected to the basement and then not connecting them upstairs. That way they're all connected underground. This is one of the many buildings that that they sleep in. Down in this trapdoor is where the bad guys are, or were. So if they make me mad, I push them down there. I'm a meanie, I know. These two houses are mostly identical on the inside. This house, they were actually a bunch of different houses. Now they're all one house. Figured it was easier that way. Each one of them has a little box if they want it. And then this is the staircase. During the day, at night, this thing pretty much fills up with villagers. I actually spawned them in here. And they live in this building, and they live in these two buildings over here. These two that are side by side. If they're not in the garden area, they'll come over here in this lower floor. This goes to the underground. That opens up to the underground. Underground. I'll have to rebuild the doors later. As long as they can't get in here. Oops. Hey, get off the table, you stupid thing. Or chair, I should say. They're worse than children sometimes. This place fills up too. This place fills up pretty quickly too. I don't know who sleeps where, I don't keep track. And then they come up here. I'm still working on this area up here, so it's not like it was. I gotta re-put new carpet. This is all carpet here. I'm gonna leave some of the upward tunnels, but I'm gonna take some of them out. I'm thinking. Because I have all the underground tunnels, and I really don't need the above ground tunnels. There's a few I might leave, but one of the ones I don't think I'm going to leave is these ones that go across the ground. These are fountains. So I'm thinking about taking these ones right here out. And this one right here out. I'm leaving this here, but I don't want them. I don't want my villagers going outside the wall. Okay, now we're going to go to village number 2. Thus the big marker. This is so we can find it again. When that's out of sight, the next marker should be visible. And there's a village right here. There's actually 3 here. This is only number 2. What's there? Yeah, there's supposed to be villagers in this one. Or at least there was. Oh yeah, there still is. Some of these houses were here back when it was a village, and some of them have been retrofitted to be bigger. Like this was a house and it had villagers in it, but they kept letting themselves get killed and turned into zombies. So I kind of got rid of them. I figure they're gonna let themselves be turned into zombies, then they don't need to go in there no more. This one's actually number 4. Because there's one more village on the way here. I just probably passed it. This one has villagers too, I think, or used to. Let me see if there's any villagers in here. Yep, there is. Close it for the stupid spider gets in there. You're supposed to be in. You know, you're lucky I don't have any lava, or you'd be standing in it right now. This is just a smaller village that was partially just like it used to be, but it's has the buildings added. There's a few other things. There's more other things. I built some of these buildings, the cobblestone ones. This is what some of the streets used to look like before I took them out. I haven't taken all the streets out yet. You're supposed to be in, stupid head. Now get inside. This building was wood, but it got replaced. Most of the stuff's still original. Armadillo? What the frick? No, I haven't finished building this building. I mean, it's got a few things. I put my floor in there a little closer to the ceiling, so that's why you can actually see the smoke coming out, but some of them it's not that high. But that building it is. But that's what it's supposed to look like, so you can see that there's smoke coming out, but the other ones I didn't make high enough. I'm thinking maybe I should rebuild my house where it's closer to the top so that you can actually see it come out, but I haven't got around to doing that yet. It's kind of a process. Where the frick did the dragon come from? I don't remember there being any dragons in here, but doesn't mean that there aren't. And these, of course, are made specifically so that to mark the trail and the path. Because as soon as that one disappears, then the next one appears. Isn't there like a... I know it's not very far away. That's not it, is it? Yeah, that is it. This is actually number 3 here, I think. Unless I didn't finish building it or something. Yo, it's right here. Well, there's another one that's not too far away from here. There's another one somewhere. Maybe it's... Oh, it's because it's connected to this one. That's why. Let me think. No, it's not connected to that one. I think it's connected to this one. Yeah, it's connected to that one. It's this one right here. I didn't do a lot of upgrades to this. I did, I think, put in a little bit better planters. Made the planters a little bigger. I put in these stone walkways. He's locked into his house because he keeps getting turned. They keep getting turned into zombies, so they can't come out. I'm such a meanie. Yeah, but this is the one I was thinking of. So yeah, it's connected to the other one. That's why I probably didn't find it first. They're not very far away from each other, these two. But they're still two separate villages. That village is separate from this village. And this is so I can visit this village. This was supposed to be an underground conduit, but it's just closed off. But this is an underground conduit. It comes over here. Because here, this is my building here. Oops. So this is my building here. It's not very big. It's very, very small and very, pretty decent. It does have an underground though. That's how you get to the tunnel. Pretty modest, I think, compared to all the other ones. Then we gotta find the beacon. To go back to the main house. These actually were bigger when I first... They seemed further away. This one actually has two fireplaces in it, or two smokestacks. The other one's there for decorative purposes. And the fires are all the way to the top, so it gives you the impression that, that they're blowing out smoke. When in fact the actual thing that heats the building is down a ways, and the smoke just doesn't make it all the way up. This is where the fountains start and stop. There's actually a space between the two fountains, but you would never know that by looking at it. I know there's a lot of stuff I still got to do with this building. These houses were modified. They actually sleep in here. You're standing on the pad there. Wow, they're all down here today. You out. You need to get out. That's why I keep putting bricks in there, because I don't want you in there.
That's a pretty neat design. It seems like it took ages to make.
Well, the first one did. It took me over 3 months to build it. And when I thought that I lost it, because I thought it got deleted, I built this one. And then I found out that it was actually downloaded to, or uploaded to my, my storage, my online storage. So, because we have that as a part of our, because I'm on PlayStation, so we have it's part of our PlayStation Plus. We have online storage to store basic game data. No games can be stored there, just because you could download the games at will. But it's basically to store, your data like this. And that's where it's stored. Also, progress can be stored there. If you can save progress in other games, it can be stored there in case something happens with your hard drive or something. So, which is what something did happen. My hard drive crashed. My original hard drive crashed, so I had to get a new one. Boy, was I mad. But I had a lot more time to play this game because I would always play with my grandkids. I would be building stuff while they'd be building their little whatevers. I think they spent more time breaking my stuff than actually building their own. One of them built this contraption. I forget how much of it they actually built. But I played with them a lot, so that's how a lot of this stuff got built. They went and did their thing while I did mine. I don't know where they went, but I was building that. Some of them kind of got a little crazy with the dynamite and kind of blew this up a little bit, I think, because there used to be something here. I don't remember, a tree or something. Or part of this mushroom, because this is actually a mushroom, or what's left of it. And I know one of them put some dynamite and blew this, and I had to go and redo this. All the grass hasn't regrown, and I kind of left it that way on purpose. This building right here is actually was functioning as an antenna. It's what it's supposed to function as. It's kind of like a transmitter antenna. Is what it functions as. Let's see if I dug all this up. And these blocks right here, this is what the actual antenna is made out of. If you go in the underground, around between the buildings, like especially through right here, because this is where it is, there's actually like a conduit that goes underneath here, and you'll find block like this, and then you'll find cobblestone in the center, which makes it back to these other buildings and this building, to these antenna looking things. These are supposed to be antennas. Or cell towers. I think that's what they were originally supposed to be, cell towers. I don't know if the villagers actually have cell phones, but you know, it's fun to play like they have cell phones. And these are the these are their cell towers, and then there's 2 towers on top of the 2 tallest buildings. Wow, we have a dragon. I forgot about those. I don't get them a lot in my other world, but I get them in here. This building was not built, like I said earlier. This building was not built. Is that the stupid witch? Yes. I wish I had my freaking lava block. This top area right here, when I get done building it, it's gonna be another greenhouse with bees. I just haven't finished building it yet, so I spent a lot more time on some of the other worlds than I did this one. I mean, this, you know, I pretty much had this built within a month or 2, maybe 3 months. I think it took me. A lot of this stuff I started building clear back in 2016, and then forward this way towards us. So some of the stuff was 216, so 216, 217, 218, 219, 220, and so on. I think at least 2 years, maybe 2 years, because my granddaughter's 9 now, so, and she was one of the ones that helped me build, that was building some of the stuff in the other one. My younger one didn't build a lot of it. She built some of it, but she did more damage than building. But, you know, look at here, I'm a grandparent, so, you know, I can get a little bit peeved at them, but I can't straight up yell at them. Because that's not what grandparents are all about. And this was just to kill off the zombies and the spiders and the creeper looking things that appear randomly. They do appear in these buildings. That's why there's so many blocks to keep them from spawning in here. I specifically don't want them up there. But they will still spawn in these buildings over here, because some of them are still dark. They won't spawn in the light, they'll only spawn in the dark. It goes for the witch too. And the spider, and the stupid skeletons. But this is all glass. And you would think that goes straight into the classroom, but no, it doesn't. There's actually glass on the other side, because there's a fountain that goes in front of these. These ones were kind of a different. I had a different mindset when I built these. So I was thinking about starting to put windows in all this, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to or not, but I did start building these with windows. I don't know when that's going to be done downloading. Oh, that's a dead armadillo. But I thought I'd step it up a little bit and spawn in some villagers in this village. I don't know why those three are standing on that table. They're not supposed to be. Supposed to be sleeping like this idiot here. There's a few over here that are sleeping. They usually sleep during the rain. Whoa, I started putting the regular lights in here. I started taking out the blocks. I hadn't got to all of them, I guess. I know it's going to take a while before I get around to doing getting all the blocks out of here. I'm putting the regular lights in here. That's going to be a whole thing. But instead of building little individual houses, I just combined them all. There used to be 1, 2, I think there was like 3 or 4 houses there before I made it into one house. But there was several houses here before I built them this. Wow, There's even a handful of villagers still in here. Guess they don't like sleeping in the rain. They're in here because of the rain, but they're not sleeping for some odd reason. But they're in here. You guys need to stop blocking the driveway. This all has underground. There's all underground under this whole area. It literally took me like a month to tunnel it out to make it hollow under where I'd be walking. I would spend hours doing it, so that's why it didn't take. That's why a lot of it was done pretty quickly, because I would spend 8 to 10 hours on this project daily. So it got done pretty quick. And the grandkids would either watch or play along. I haven't decided whether to go through here and take these out every other block. Because the blocks, I don't want them, I want them to be still attached to the glass, but I don't want the other thing to, so they don't look like they're just stinging. This glass up here is all a sunroof, so that gives these more natural light. It's something I was playing with when I did that. The big building was the first building I built, and then this building was second. And then the other buildings kind of came together after. And then some of the grandkids came and built stuff over here. I just don't remember which direction it was. But I know they came over here and built stuff. I think they were building some stuff over here. I kind of built this while I was letting them build their things. I don't remember what they built, but I know they built something. But they did a lot more building on the other world than they did on this one. I don't remember what they built on here. I know they built something, I just don't remember what they built. See, these buildings are tall, but see, they're not. They do not have a. They were not built in the mountains. That's why it's still raining here, not snowing. The other building was built in the mountainy areas. So snow in higher elevations stays snow, and then closer to the ground it becomes rain. But here it stays rain because we're not in the mountainy area. We're actually in a plainy area. See, I'm up way too high for it to be still now it's snowing. But it starts turning back into rain right here, but we're still high as F. See, and there's the top of my tallest buildings. And it's still not snowing up here. I really went to town with these cell towers. I was gonna put a couple more on some of the other buildings, but I haven't got around to it yet. And then I haven't finished even building these buildings yet. I still gotta decide if I'm gonna put furniture in them, stuff like that. Wow, it stops raining too. This building actually started out being two smaller buildings, and then I actually extended it, and then I hooked them in back. This actually, the building doesn't go all the way back here. This is just to keep things like this fox out of there, because other animals and things try to go around the backs of the buildings, so they're kind of bricked off, so they can't get back here. Because I did have some bad guys, and I didn't like them sitting in there drooling on the villagers when they were trying to sleep. Because there used to be a wall right here, but I took it out after the golems, after one of the grandkids spawned all these golems back here. I spawned one or two, but they spawned the rest. I even forgot how you spawn golems. I know there's a trick to them though. How did they open this, and how did those armadillos get in there? You guys better not be eating my stuff. Now you're never gonna get out. I don't have glass. So if I had glass, I would take this. I would just take this out and put glass here. But I don't have any glass. Like it's dark already and they're already going. I really need to put a bell in here somewhere. Bell tells them to go home. Now they can't get out. I decide to put this back. They're just making a mockery of it. The whole purpose was to keep out the things, but since how they're gone, it probably really doesn't matter. I can rebuild all that. That ain't a big deal. Just like to fall down the stairs. this is where the basement is. There's a second floor and a basement. Thinking about getting rid of all this. Still gonna leave the greenhouse there, but maybe getting rid of all this. How the frick did he get in there? Now you're gonna die, because none of my people are allowed to be zombies. I don't know why these retards aren't in bed. They're supposed to be in bed, not in here still. I had a different mindset back then, so none of this No, I put the whole roof there and then I took it out. Uh, Probably a week later. So this has actually been like this for a while. So not something I just built and then changed my mind yesterday. Although that does happen a lot. Could build another little small building here. I wonder if that's what I was gonna build, but I never did. So, yeah, I didn't have the space. Or the space I thought should be here. I probably could have left those ones turn into zombies and just they couldn't get out of there, then they would just be dead now. Zombies can't live in the light. I don't think there is an underground under this. It might be hollow under there, but I don't think part of the underground is under there. Let me see if it is. guess not. I know it's on the other side, but I don't remember if it was on this side, and I don't. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think it was. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 10:12 p.m.
Wouldn't it be under building materials? Yep, there it is. mindset now. If something climbs those stairs, it'll climb in there and it'll get stuck in there because it can't get across to here. So fox and armadillo. For those about to die. Nah. I want this. I want the bad guys to fall in there. These idiots go in there then and they die, then that's their own damn fault. Because the stupid heads shouldn't be staying in there all damn night. Especially when the zombies start spawning at nightfall. get rid of unwanted pests or unwanted things. Sometimes it's necessary. I know it's burning the door. Like, it's not gonna burn this. This is all water in here. But it's gonna burn the door. Where all these damn armadillos come from? I don't know, I'm gonna have to figure out if I want it here too. But I'll have to come up from the top. I ain't gonna come up from the bottom. It's a pain in the ass. Damn it. I'm gonna have to find a place to put that stupid bell and ding the bell when it's time to go in, and because we're not going in when they're supposed to. want him to be destroyed. Already gonna have to figure out a way to get some replacements, but there's just way too many clustered together back there. So I'm gonna have to redo them all over again. Oops. Yeah, there's no way it's over there. I know this is under one of the buildings, I think, if I remember correctly, but it's under one of the buildings. But I changed my mind as to, unless there still is an underground. I know there was going to be one, but I think I took it out. No, it's still there. So I guess there is still an underground. I don't care. He won't live long. He won't live long and prosper. Oh, if I can get these stupid heads. There. Well, there's a golem down here. It'll kill those things. It'll kill his stupid ass too if it ever finds its way down here. Or he finds his way in there. That will happen eventually. So the idea of the golems was that if any of those bad guys fell into the trap doors, they would be gone. Probably one here, and one here, one, whoops, one here, and then one here, one in the corners maybe, until I put a normal lamp in there. Just so that the stupid bad guys don't spawn in here. Now if it's dark in here, they will probably spawn in here. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 10:49 p.m.
Wow. Everything that goes in there dies. That's the idea behind it. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh crap. Oh, for a minute I thought it was my real cat crying. It's not. Oops. I don't know. I don't know if one of the kids did them or what. Just get out. Now. Before I seal you up in here. No, his stupid ass wasn't supposed to fall in there. Oops. put my phone at? Well, there it is. Oh, it is 11 o'clock already. Time flies when you're having fun.
Hey everybody, this is Dracula, coming at you live from the Magic City.
It figures. don't know. I haven't seen the big fight myself, but I mean, I did see it when I was watching his. So, when he tried to nuke it yesterday, but I don't know that it's the worst, but I don't know what they're trying to do standing around like an idiot, but more power to them, I guess. That must be the shadow of the cat, because there's no way the cat's down there. Now I was getting rid of a lot of those armadillos because they're getting on my nerves. Not to mention, every time I go across them, it's like no, there was no foxes down in there, so that's what I initially built this for. But I never catch them down there anymore, so it was a waste. Oh well. What's in? Oh, that's got way too much junk in it. That's got way too much junk in it. That ain't got nothing in it. Let's see, what's this? Sunflowers. How'd your dumbass get blocked in here again? Out. Now move. Don't make me spank your ass. No, this door's being removed. I don't know why I died. looks like everybody's here. Was that my phone or something else? That was my phone. Oh, that's gonna stay like that because I don't want anything in there, and I don't want anything falling in there. Maybe I should have made the water go up one. I mean, made the thing go up one more. Okay, well, I got rid of the building, or whatever the structure was. Now that's gone, and, you know, I could pull this back and put the stairs there, because this area is kind of gone, but I don't have the step blocks right now, so I'm just going to leave them there until I can get the step blocks. It's like he's flying around like a lost meathead. No, my brain's in there. I did that. I opened it up just like that, just so that it could rain in here. No, there's potatoes out here, there's Beirut out here, I think, and there's carrots, or just carrots, and, you know, there's Beirut and carrots. So this is all beetroot or beetroot or whatever it's called, and then these are carrots, and then these are potatoes. There is no wheat out here. I was gonna put wheat, but that's why I have that one big old wheat field. Did I ever open up this one so that the rain could pour in there? No, there was a building here before I took it out. But it was the last of the buildings that was here before I took it out. It was the last of the original buildings. And it was the last building to go. I don't know, I think it was some sort of a castle. I'm getting tired. I'm gonna have to probably. I don't know. Probably just ain't gonna do it tonight because it's probably not even gonna be done. Is that the cat's crying now? So there we have World 1, World 2. Some of the other worlds that the kids used to play on is gone because I keep having to kill games and re-put them back on. And these are the only two that it keeps saving to the cloud. So until next time, ad Victorium.